Hey everybody, we're playing some more Final Fantasy XIV main scenario today. Last time we played, Leviathan had been summoned. We were not able to prevent it, so we need to put an end to it before they cast Tidal Wave, it sounds like. Could be bad. Okay. Take a quick second if you don't mind and give the video a like. I'd really appreciate your support. That helps the video a lot. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limelayan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Alright. We did a Final Fantasy XIV community stream earlier on today, on the day that I'm recording this, and it was quite fun. It was my first Alliance raid experience. We went into Crystal Tower and did the first 2 dungeons of that. I think we still have another one left to go, so pretty excited about that. So if you weren't able to join that, be sure to check out the VOD. It'll be in the live section on the channel. I just noticed I actually have a piece of mail here. I should check that out at some point here today.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western La Notia. Halfstone, 'twas called.
Halfstone, okay.
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Oh, lucky for us.
If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
Oh, I'm still wearing my sunglasses. I forgot I put those on.
The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
I can't take myself seriously in this scene while wearing these sunglasses.
If I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
Right.
This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through
Right.
Garuda's
So that's how we got
tempest,
to
did he not?
Garuda.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldek and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat.
I was gonna say, how are we gonna pull that
Riding
off?
speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
I'm chilling. I got my
Suffice it to
sunglasses.
say,
Everything's
the
gonna be
task of
just
piloting
fine.
said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. There...
Oops.
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Moraby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
Alright.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
I tried to go with the blue background. I figured that would be fitting for fighting Leviathan. Like water. Okay. Talk to you, Geary. I don't know if I'm actually going to fight Leviathan in this episode or not, but we'll see. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I've come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. Could have knocked first. Okay, what is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. Huh? One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I'm disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Solitary, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosha. The Storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Let's say hi to Minfilia for no reason. The Sahuagin Elder claimed to have become eternal, yet he was summarily consumed by Leviathan. What might this imply? Oh. I'm sure we'll find out, though. Looks like maybe going to Costa del Sol? Is maybe the fastest way to get there? This is probably the area that I'm least familiar with. Not Costa del Sol, just the kind of Limsa region. What the? Fly over this? Okay, there we go. Okay. They in here? I was just noticing this. Reduced rates, teleportation fees are reduced. Is that like something that I made happen, or something that happens at random? Now look here, you. Wait, didn't I encounter this dude earlier? But sir, that's what you said before, and you had me pick those oranges for you. Whoa, look at that outfit. That is quite the outfit. Okay. I worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. And do you hear me complaining? Suppose some of us ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, alright. I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that I'm not a generous soul. I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, eh? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting. You keen? You can? I don't know what that was. Ahead. The tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dread primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. His member? I might be making something out of that it's not supposed to be, okay. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. Okay. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat Leviathan. But you've got to. You've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. It's you. I was just noticing, like, his face tattoo or paint. It was like a chocobo hatching out of an egg. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention, is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. The maggots you find in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them. And that don't happen much. Me members tiny, it's pathetic. I'm glad I logged in to play. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I've seen him with me own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent some malms off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared, I swilled myself right there and then. What? Oh god, it's just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. This guy's having a rough last 5 minutes. Okay. Hey, wait. If you're here asking after Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. Solitary, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviathan? I see. That is unfortunate. Did we tell Minfilia about his member? Okay. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Marabi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. That was fun. Okay. I assumed it was gonna be something like that, but it was good for some humor for sure. What? Oh, this is a residential district? I don't think that's where I'm supposed to go. Let's see. Yeah, the teleport price is quite a bit less expensive. Only 80 to teleport. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, are the ships ready? I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel. The Whirl Eater? I call her is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am not one to tempt fate. They're ready. Just give the word. Okay, are we really doing this? Can't we wait for the rain to stop before we fight Leviathan, though? Okay. I don't think we're going directly to him. Ah, I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whirl Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she is capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at those two towns are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Okay. Interesting. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. Okay. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would, join the 3rd Levy, and Lady Ugiri, the 5th. Solitary, why are you wearing sunglasses? But what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments, and add a few words of my own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Solitary. May the crystal bless and keep you. Thank you. Quest accepted. Ooh, okay. I guess I'm doing this. The lighting's kind of weird. That's a little bit better, I think. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. I'm trying to find a good way to do my lighting for when I'm like recording at nighttime. I usually just prefer kind of like the light coming in from outside, but when it's night, I can't do that obviously. Okay, we should probably put our best gear on. Wait, what? When did I get this? What? I must have picked this helmet up like in one of the Alliance raids or something. Okay. Let's hide it though, because it looks kind of weird. Okay. I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Is this 8-person? Okay. This should be interesting. Let's just take this boat. Is this the boat that we're using? This here? This is it? No way, right? That can't be it. I don't think that boat would work. Oh, let's see if we can go check our mail while we wait to join the party. Is there a mail place around here? Mail. Up here there is one. We might have time. It doesn't look like anybody is joined up yet for this. Sorry about that chocobo rear end in your face there. There we go. Okay, the eyes. Come to collect my mail. Oh, a bit of pocket money. I do recognize the name. Oh, that's why they're called that. That makes more sense now, actually. After doing the Crystal Tower, well, some of the Crystal Tower stuff, that's all starting to make more sense. Hey, thanks, Vera. Appreciate that. Should we send somebody else a letter? Let's, no. Who should we send something to? Since Peach wasn't able to join the stream today, let's... Here. A great gift. And we're gonna attach this chicken egg. Okay. Don't spend it all in one place. There we go. I wonder if this dungeon is maybe not very popular. Doesn't seem like we're forming a party very quickly for this one. I can show you the world, flying on my chocobo, in the rain here in Limsa, on a magic chocobo ride. In Eorzea, waiting to go find Leviathan, probably going to die. Don't know where I'm going, but I will sing this song for all the day. Sorry, everybody. Okay. That's what it happens when I don't have any nighttime music. I just have to make my own. And sometimes it's painful. If you are yeah, if you haven't had a chance, I did create a short here on YouTube. I did my own little version of Scream from Final Fantasy XIV. It's just the chorus part, but I kind of made my own little remix of it, which I quite enjoy. But let me know your thoughts. Be sure to give that a listen and watch. Ah, we are ready. Okay. Deep breath. Leviathan time, everybody. Here we go. Okay, so this is just a 4-person. I'll try not to let my party down. Whoa, that's cool. So how is this gonna work? Are we just gonna like fight from the deck of the ship? And he's got a water bubble. I think we made him angry. Ooh. Music's nice so far. Hello. He is rather large. Okay. Can't really. Oh, so far so good. Ouch. I'm actually taking a lot of damage here. Okay. Ouch. That was dumb. Why did I do that? Okay. I don't even know what's going on, honestly. I'm just like somehow still alive. Okay. Oh. Oh, people have been repairing the device, or I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, music. Almost got him already. Was that it? Or just phase 1? The music was just barely kicking in. Maybe that was it. Okay. Oh, everybody's gone. I was gonna say hi and cheer, but everybody is just like, I'm out of here. Okay. I try to make new friends, and that's what I get. That seemed to, I don't know, something seemed wrong about that. Like, it was too easy. Maybe it's just because my party was doing everything for me. Let's see. Okay. Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits, but today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. Thanks. It's kind of you to say.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
Hey, no problem. Happy to help.
On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
Smile? No. I thought
It's neat that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
That's very kind of you.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I'm just standing in between the
I'm heartened to hear
conversation.
this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Y'shtola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Ooh, Thancred background story.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
It's nice.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Cool.
You wished a word in private.
Oh?
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning, but when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Yeah, it's tough. Quest complete. Leviathan defeated. Point me in the direction of the Leminson underworld. Okay. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Hieron? I still don't know how you say that. And present the letter to them. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced abide in the shadows of the Minson Society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Okay, I think that's where we will continue next time. Going to the depths of the Minson Society. Let's see. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It's fun to get to fight Leviathan. I think my party did most of the work, if I'm being honest there, but it was still pretty fun. So it was visually, it was quite cool. So hopefully you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you stopping by for another episode, and yeah, take care. Bye.